Hello, hello, and welcome to my stream. My name is Soleil Regis, and today we're going to be playing some Danganronpa. Also, hang on, the music's really loud. I gotta do something about the music, man. Okay, music's finally off now. Only took like 10,000 hours. Okay, cool. Alright. I can finally. Okay, so like with Danganronpa, I find that um the game's music is like it's like a earworm that stays in your head, and like I can't hear myself think, which is like such a wild prospect. But yeah, today I hung out, like some of you may have seen on my Twitter. I hung out with Mew, who is also streaming right now, but for Mew it's a singing Saturday, and for me it's like not. Also, hello, Kiri, welcome. And Reggie was here earlier too. There's no war in Ba Sing Se. I am happy you got my reference. In fact, there is a war in Ba Sing Se, and there are gonna be deaths in Danganronpa, but shh, we close two eyes. Also, I did some research on the purple crown that Kiri got last stream. So let me explain. The purple crown thing, or it's called Top Fans and XP. It's a place for fans to stand out, kind of like Twitch. So the top 3 fans get special badges in chat, which was like the purple crown that Kiri got. Yeah. And it resets every stream. So you can, if you don't get it this stream, you can always get it next stream. And so how do you get on the leaderboard? You need EXP, or XP for short, right? And you can get XP by, like what Kiri said last stream, sending live chat messages. You can also get them by sending like super chat, but I don't think I can receive. I'm not sure if I can receive super chats. But so for the leaderboard, right? You've got to be 18 and above to be on the leaderboard. And I think it has something to do with linking, like your Google account needs to be linked to this YouTube account, something like that. So viewers are automatically enrolled in community leaderboard. You can opt out of it, and there's like a function to do that somewhere on Google. So like how long do you get to keep the leadership badges? As long as the stream lasts. Like as long as the stream lasts, and you can get it again next section. You don't like the system? I don't think you can create YouTube account without Google account. Let me see. Oh, it's I think it's a dono thing. Let me just double check. Like leaderboard for top fans. I'm like on the Google page right now, so sorry if I'm a little slow. Basically, I think while the stream is on, you just earn EXP points while chatting, and you can get. Yep. So like, how I'm gonna read this section. I'm not sure whether it's dono or not, because like, it doesn't say anything about donos on the page, but also like I will say, Kiri, you're the only person who has donated to me, and again, I'm very thankful. Very thankful. So according to the Google, the leaderboard reflects and ranks each viewer's engagement in a live stream. Viewers earn points by actively engaging during stream, and the leaderboard displays the audience ranking based on their total points. The more viewers engage, for example via live chat, super stickers, or gifts, the higher they may rank on the leaderboard. As viewers engage with the live stream, they'll notice the crown icon at the top of the chat, which displays the cumulative points they've earned for engaging with that specific live stream. So, it could be that everyone else is under 18, and people who are under 18 do not get to like participate in this top fans leaderboard. I guess it's kind of like Twitch in a sense, where there's like a leaderboard, donos, you get gifts. Maybe YouTube is trying to like Twitchify itself. But maybe we can do a thing where like top fans get to make a request. And what the request is about, like, I'll have to think about it a little more. Or maybe you can request me to say something like say a meme or something, or like sing a little song, or like, yeah, or like do a short roleplay. I'm okay with that too. Or you can suggest a stream idea for me next time. Also can. We'll think about it a little more. But yeah, I think let's get started with the game first. I think the Google page is not very helpful. Right. We're gonna continue where we left off. And also, Ba Sing Se is a meme from Avatar Legend of Aang. Yes. We've got some free time right now. Let's exit the room so that we can find out who's available. Where is my map? Okay, first let's clean some poop. There is no poop to clean. Presents. Okay. First, I want to get presents for the pup because I remember it was mentioned that the little, I need like high affection for my pup. How do I run? Was it control? Alt shift. Ah, there. Like, I need high affection, but also high despair to get my monokuma pup. Because I want my Komaeda gift. I gotta do it for the Komaeda gift. Vending machine. Purchase. Mineral water. Because mineral water is the cheapest thing. I forgot what was I think it was 8 or 9. And like minimum 6 to spare. Yep, we should get going. By get going, I mean we feed our pets some water. Because pets need water. Oh, this is only 7. 7 enough? There's a poop that I'm not gonna clean because you need some to spare. You need some to spare in your life, child. And I think I will start running to like max out however much despair I can get. Okay, 5 love. I think that's not enough. Also, happy news! It's your birthday today. I can't build despair because when I give presents, like I can't build despair first because when I give presents, it clears the despair. Like you see, it had 2 despair just now, but like it's gone now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Kiri. Happy birthday to you. I think I need minimum 9. Yeah, I think I need minimum 9. You're very welcome. We support you in this house. I support all my chat in this house. As long as you're not doing anything illegal. I've got to clarify that. As long as you are not doing anything illegal, I will support you. Alright. Wait. We might want to purchase more gifts. Or I could use the gacha loot. Like... Wait, let's purchase some first. I think there were some big ticket items in here. Battler Taro. I wonder what's this for. Summer festival tree. A man's nut. Oh, whoever is this for? An replica sword. Toy camera. Like, these are big ticket items, I'm pretty sure. Jababian jewelry. I feel like I should buy the big ticket items. Yes. Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, just nice. The rest of it is kind of like, eh. Yes, we should we should feed the pet. More presents! That's 6, 7, 8. Can I get 6 despair in like 500 steps? I don't know. I hope so. If not, I would have wasted like 9 coins. For another Usami. Also, today I did not open. If you realize, I did not open the whatchamacallit? The Wheel of Free Time events for one very simple reason. Komaida's available and I'm choosing him. No questions. I will not take questions. I'm only choosing Komaida. Have you played Undertale Deltarune? No, it's on my bucket list. When I get a bit more donos, I'll buy the game when it's next on sale. Hello, Brian. Thank you for for your well wishes. I wish you all the best too. If I remember correctly, it's like the middle of the day for you. Where's Komaida? Yes, thank you. Give me... No! Give me teleportation rights! No! Damn. Okay, I have to walk there. It's fine. It's fine. We'll walking builds character. No, turn around. The reason I am running is to minimize the number of step counts I gain in hopes that I can gain more despair and get monokuma. She did not gain a single bit of despair. I bet I'm gonna get another Usami. Go. Let's go. I'm chasing my boy. Yes. Yes, I know he's tied up beyond this point. What? No! Give me my boy! I insist! No! Just as I finally thought that I could get my boy. I've been banned. The game says your love for Komaeda is not valid. Alright. Alright, I hear you, game. You got another crown! So Hajime's got common sense! Which is so sad. I don't want Hajime to have common sense. I want... Also, Brian's got a crown too! Ayy! Otsukare! Otsu But like, oh my god, the game gave Hajime common sense, which I should logically be happy about. But I want Komaeda. Sobbing, crying tears of blood. Alright, let's see who's available. We've got Peko Yama. We've got Chiaki and Camera Girl. Nobody's here. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, everybody's here. We've got the gymnast and the rock girl. Nope. Not what I wanted to do. But sure, map took me here. Again, we've got gymnast and rock girl. We've got Gundam Tanaka. We've got Sonia Nevermind, this serial killer lover. We've got Mika and Tsumigi. We've got Soda. And we've got these two. Alright. So... currently, I think... what I'm gonna do, since the game is adamant on not giving me Komaeda, is that I'm going to open the wheel. The game's just forcing me to open the wheel. Let me just open the wheel. Komaeda! Where is my Komaeda? Yeah, we're bringing back the wheel of FTE. There we go. The wheel of FTE is back. Sobbing tears of blood. Okay. We've got Kane. We've got Ibuki. We've got Gundam Sonia. Mikan. Soda. Forgot his name for a hot moment. Shit, what's her name? Dirty girl. We've got girl who doesn't bathe. Hyoko, her name is Hyoko. And Nekomaru. The girl who doesn't bathe. And then on Jabberwock Island, there's nobody. On the first bridge, we have first island. We've got Mahiru, Chiaki, and Peko. And of course, we don't have. We don't have Komaeda. And we don't have Kazuichi, because Kazuichi's being a dick. Not Kazuichi, we don't have Fuyuhiko, because Fuyuhiko's being a dick. Yep, Fuyuhiko, massive dick. No dick bigger than Fuyuhiko's. He's got the babyest face, but the massivest dick. Massivest dick. Alright. Let me just multiply this a few times. Cool. 7 copies of each name. And we spin the wheel of FTE in 3, 2, 1, go. As usual, I'll be counting on you guys to tell me if I've got a present they want. Chiaki! Baby girl. You know what? I'm not even mad. She's a good second place. I don't mind Chiaki. So let's hunt her down. She's on the first island, actually. Where on the first island was she? Oh, on the beach. Oh wow. Stop calling, I don't wanna think anymore. I left my head and my heart on the dance floor. Pretty sure the beach is this way. Stop telephoning me. Oh, also there's this. Mono. Learn more about it. During your stay here at Jabberwock Island, you'll find coins scattered. Not likely. It's just the trials. These mono coins are treasures valued by kings and thieves alike. You can use the handbook menu to see how many mono coins you currently have. And if you put the coins in the machine here, there's a chance you could win the prize. Yes. Because we love gacha. Let's give it a shot. What's that? Lucky. Okay, cool. Is that all? Really? That's all? We'll try 7 coins. Ooh, those look like shoes. Seems like a waste of money, honestly. Seems like a waste of money. Blue Ram. Quadro Baguette. Safety half shoes. Who would use these? Toy camera. Oh, my hero's gonna hate this, isn't she? It's a shoddy moon rock. Sonia, never mind. Gold coated sheath. I guess the swordswoman might like this. Century Potpourri. Okay, don't know when I got this, but probably goes to a girl. Replica sword. Ah, Danganronpa shit. Fashion magazine for teenage girls. It's articles about fashion trends, cooking techniques, and tips for appearing more feminine. Who would use these? A man's nut. Increase your power to pursue romance. Well, I know who the simp is, and he's dead, but we've got another simp. His name is Soda. Summer festival treat. The debut single of the boy band Black Cherry. Okay, cool. A manga about a boy named Taro who fights using RC cars. Children across Japan cried when Taro said this line in the final chapter. Adults will never understand. A goal is still a goal, even if it's a reverse run. I don't understand. Three-star badge. Proof that you've cleared chapter 1. Memento of Teru Teru Hanamura. So with the boastings and prides that meet countless garments roar with ecstasy. Sorry, it's not really useful cause like I can't even eat. This badge can't cook for me. I'm sorry. I'm really practical right now. You'll enjoy the smell of this potpourri for 100 years. Who's stingy enough to want to use the same thing for 100 years? Its composition is apparently unusual for where it was found. Interesting. It has actually made it more popular, so maybe my hero would like this. I don't know who would need iron shoes. Anyway, let's talk to best girl. She's sleeping. Is she awake? She's sleeping? Should I check? Check if she's okay.
Morning.
Oh, she's so cute.
I think I should drink something to help me wake up. Wanna come along?
Yes, yes, darling. Yes, baby girl. I spent time today drinking tea at the restaurant with Chiaki. Looks like Chiaki and I grew a little closer. Would you like to give Chiaki a present? Let's see whether my run ends if I don't give her a present. No! Okay, okay. Yeah, I need a... I fucked up. I need to give her a present. How do I load the game? Oh, handbook. Right. Yes. Should have given her a present first. Okay, I think this pet is not going to give me enough to spare. Not until its next growth. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to feed it 9 bottles and get enough to spare. So for now, we're just going to see what pet I get with like no presents or minimal presents. Meanwhile, let's go back and meet best girl. Sorry, best girl. Oh, we should buy presents first. We should buy presents first before going to see best girl because boy was that embarrassing. Best girl really said like, no, Nope, you know present, I don't want to talk to you. You really know nothing about Danganronpa, so just be curious telling. Honestly, that's so valid. Like, I know a little bit about the story, but I know literally nothing else. We can like go through this together. Oh yeah, Monomi is good for coin farming. I support coin farming. I mean what? Yeah, don't support pet exploitation, guys. Pets deserve better. Pets deserve rights. Unless they're Monomi or Monokuma, in which they deserve no rights at all. That's just how it works. Run faster, Hajime. You're so slow. I still hear your voice when you sleep next to me. I still feel your touch in my dreams. Forgive me the reason, but I don't know why. Without you, it's hard to survive. 'Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling. Okay, I've got Ramune. I've bought it before. I've bought Blue Ram before. I've bought this for before. Have I bought potato chips before? I don't know. We're buying it anyway. We're buying this too, because why not? Let's just buy one of everything. Yes. If no one ends up liking it, too bad for my money. Did I buy Anan? No, I did not. Imagine I just... Oh wait, is Battletaro a game? Is Battletaro a game? Potato chips. Many men have lost... Oh wait, beware. Wait, a staple snack food made by frying thin potato slices in oil. Beware, its dangerously high calorie count. Many men have lost everything after betting they could only eat just one. Nekomaru would love and hate it at the same time. There's a custom on Jabberwock Island in which parents give to their children. I'm nobody's parent. Oh, this is Chiaki's. It has games. It's probably Chiaki's. Okay, we've got the toy camera. Nothing. Ghost Stone. This is also a game, but I don't think I want to give this one to Chiaki. Bojo bojo dolls. Bojo dolls. Buddhist prayers. Do we know any Buddhists? Off the top of my head, no, I don't remember Buddhists in the game, at least. Replica sword. On. Man's nut. Summer festival tree. This is a manga. Okay, it's not a game, but Tips and Tricks is definitely related to games. This unlocks Monomi mode. Right. And then we will exit, head to the beach, use the I should walk in this direction because the island is circular and like I'll reach it in the end. But also like what was I gonna say? Yeah, we should go to the beach, get some presents, and then save. So in case I fuck up with the wrong present, I can always load it again. It's like soft loading Pokemon in order to make sure you get shinies in fixed encounters. Level up. Almost there. Almost at the beach. We're almost there. Walk faster, Hajime. There. It's soft loading to get a shiny, except it's soft loading to find a present that they like. Let me just clear some poop so you don't cry. Would you like to try your hand against it? Yes. Let's give it a shot. Okay, new present. 5 coins. Looks like wings. New present. Repeat rate 15%. Okay, cool. I guess we can just keep inserting 1 coin to maximize the number of we've got a repeat. Alright, looks like a pile of shit. Looks like a lot more shits. We'll say 5 coins for questionable emergencies. Let's check what we got. Pre-packaged Orzoto. A dish made from boiled pork barley. It is very nutritious and high in fiber. Probably goes to Nekomaru because he seems like a nutrition guy. Hardtack of hope. Emergency ration that excels at maintaining freshness. Who would need this? Who's a survivalist here? Sweet bun bag. Filled with a variety of sweet breads. Oh, that's cute. I love sweet breads. Jabba's natural salt. They call him Jabba the Hutt. It's also used for strange ceremonial rituals by the local natives. Okay, cool. Might have been a Teru Teru present. Actually, it's like salt. Oh wow, earring of crushed evil. A earring created by the legendary home tutor, crafted from silver and gold into the shape of a wing. The gold is said to increase luck, while silver is said to accumulate luck. I think, just by the title alone, I think we've got a Gundam present on our hands. It's like, this is my earring. The earring of crushed evil. Goku the Chief. Many wave dissipators. It's a wave dissipation block that fits in the palm of your hand. Leave it on the coast, seawater gathers around it. It's not called a wave dissipator, it's called a tetra. I forgot. I learned this term before, but I forgot it. I forgot. Also, we forgot too, because I got a repeat. I forgot what it is. It's basically, you stack a whole bunch of these. It's like, 4 sticks stuck together in like a 3-dimensional Y. And you dump a bunch of these on the shoreline, right? And so when the waves crash and break into it, the power of the current gets diverted and it protects your shoreline from eroding. Your shoreline will still erode, but like at a much slower rate as compared to like before. So other things that people use are like the standard there's the long bars that like are built a little further out from the shore. They're all present grubbers. Would you like to give Chiaki a present? Definitely. Behold, my secret weapon. Where is it? Tips and Tricks, 2nd edition. I knew it. This girl's crazy for anything that's like game related. Gundam would maybe like survival stuff. Oh, that's true. That's true. You'll be semi-AFK from now on. No worries, Reggie. Also, oh, you'll be no worries, Kiri. Also, hello, Reggie. We found out about the chat thing. It's like, as long as you just chat. No worries, Curie. Real life takes precedence. But also, Reggie, yeah, as long as you just send chat messages, you get to accumulate XP and you'll get a little crown too. People who chat more get like bigger crowns. That's it. It's just chatting. And you've got to be like over 18, but like that's literally it. Like you can see Brian's got a crown too. Also, back to Chiaki.
Isn't that a pretty rare item? Thanks. This seems a little... I feel like it might raise the flag.
We're playing dating sims now. Is she sleeping again? Right after I gave her a present? Hey, if you're that sleepy, why don't you just go back to your room and rest?
Morning. No, since you're here, let's talk. If you give up at this level, you'll never defeat the Warlock lore. My adventure ended like this. That's all you're gonna get.
Looks like she's half asleep.
Huh? I can't believe you don't get my Shadowgate joke.
I'm sorry, it's too obscure for me. Hey, if you're bored, do you want to go somewhere? You might wake up if you go for a walk.
I want to go for a fun place.
A fun place, huh? I feel like there's a correct answer here, and the answer is none of them because they've got no games. Okay, wait, let me just try and see. Okay, right, the airport has like conveyor belts and like non-functional airplanes. These supermarkets got like things to look at, but no specific like actions to do. The parks not really got anything though. Park. Okay, let's look at this logically, I guess. Chiaki is a gamer. Right, Chiaki's a gamer, so she's probably a shut-in. Like, I'm not saying that all gamers are shut-ins or that all shut-ins are gamers, but as a gamer, she is probably a shut-in. Obscure, like, unlimited bacon, but no, parks are a thing in VNs. Yeah, but I also think she wouldn't like the park because she seems like she'd be a shut-in. Like, she's the type who, like, can't live without games. So, a park doesn't really have, like, video games. It's like, physical, in-person, I play football with you, we play tag kind of games. So, I'm guessing indoors is the best bet. Should we go check out the supermarket?
Yep. I like running over zombies with skateboards and wheelchairs.
She's a violent girl.
Chainsaws are the strongest though. It sounds fun, so it's fine.
I don't really know what it means, but I guess it's fine if Chiaki's okay with it. I think she's referring to Happy Wheels. Chiaki and I walked to the supermarket together. We walked through the aisles and looked around without buying anything, because no one's here to police us into spending money. Because this place is so big, it has an amazing selection of goods. Christmas ornaments, bamboo grass for the Star Festival. This place has too much of everything. What happened, Chiaki? I almost slipped into the female voice there.
What is this? The sweets look cute.
She likes sweets? That's an idea for next time. She likes sweets. Oh, those are sweet rice crackers for Girls' Day. Man, this place seriously has everything.
I see. They're called sweet rice crackers.
You eat them during Girls' Day, you know.
Huh? What's Girls' Day?
Confirmed, she is a shut-in. Huh? You know, it's on March 3rd. You're a girl. Did he just realize that she's a girl? Didn't you celebrate it with your family? Oh, she's angry. She angry. Ah, crap. I'm sure she has her reasons for not knowing, but even so, no, it's nothing. Forget about what I said.
Nope. I don't really mind. I did have a family. My father.
You had a father? Then your mother... Nope. Dip. We're not asking about something like that.
Hey. So, what is Girls' Day anyway?
It's a doll festival held on March 3rd. Dolls are set up so you can pray for girls' health and success. And then you eat stuff like sweet rice crackers or mochi that comes in different colors because girls are sweet. And so are you.
I see. That's amazing, Hajime. You know a lot.
It's nothing really. I'm not saying everyone's supposed to know this, but that's exactly what I'm saying, babe. But for her not to know what Girls' Day is, what kind of past does Chiaki have?
It's fun to go places with someone. Plus, you teach me lots of interesting things. Hey, let's go somewhere again, okay?
Yeah, let's do this again. We made that promise and left the supermarket. I need to think about a place I can take Chiaki that will make her happy. Probably somewhere with games, honestly. I took Chiaki back to her room, otherwise she'd just find a random place to fall asleep. Yeah! It's still bright out. Maybe I should try going somewhere. I'm going to save. Yes. We had a very successful date with Chiaki. I'm gonna save. Fellow Hikikomori. Yeah, she a Hikikomori. Confirmed. Amnesia? Like yeah, it's possible she doesn't remember Girls' Day, or it's also possible that her family never celebrated it. Next person. Nekomaru. Oh damn. Do I even have anything that Nekomaru would like? I guess we'll figure it out later. No, wait, let me open up the map. I keep pressing M to open the map, but actually that's wrong. I still can't believe that Hajime has a sense of self-preservation and refuses to free time with Komaeda. I'm so mad. I'm mad about it. I'm molding. Ibuki's here. Nekomaru's here now. Yep, okay. We still don't have Fuyuhiko. Which means I'm teleporting to wherever they are. Where is he? Which area is he in? Bridge to Central Island. That means he should be around here. Stop calling, I don't wanna think anymore. Aha. Yo, bro. What is it, Hajime? Is there something you want to talk to me about? Yes, brother. Let's hang out. No problem. Talk to me about anything. I'm a team manager after all. I spent time today discussing many detailed things with Nekomaru. Looks like Nekomaru and I grew a little closer. Would you like to give Nekomaru a present? Excuse me, I need to sneeze. Right, I'm back. I don't know whether he needs a present. I'm gonna say yes, he needs a present. Blue Ram it's a relaxing drink. That's a no. He's not a relaxing guy. I don't think Codro is like too luxurious for him. He's not a luxury guy. He's an athlete. Guess this is ASMR stream. You're still in the wheel. Oh, I'm sorry. There, okay. Yeah, I was saying, like, he doesn't seem like a Codro guy. Like, he's an athlete. Like, athletes gotta be like tough, rugged. Heart attack of hope. Emergency ration. He's also not an emergency ration kind of guy. At least that's what I feel. This seems like it'd be good for him though. But I also want to try something else. Because I've got 2 of these. I just want to try. Was this a good or a bad reaction? What? Are you giving this to me?
That's awesome.
Oh, he likes it. You're a nice guy. I'll gladly take it. Hey, Nekomaru. There's something I've been wondering about ever since we first met. You've been thinking about me that much? I don't know how I feel about this conversation. I don't ship it. I see. Then I guess he's JoJo face. Oh my god, I can't. I can't look him straight in the eye. Then I guess I must accept it. Bring it on. Help. Oh my god. Don't misunderstand. Hey, why are you walking towards me? Did you just tell me to come to you?
Sheesh.
What? I was about to offer to do it to.
Oh my god, what is he talking about?
Please no. Please no. Yeah, what's it? Don't dig your nose. I sort of want to no, you don't, Hajime. You do not want to know.
Then
Fine then. So what were you gonna talk about? I wanted to ask you why you're just a team manager. Okay, this query makes sense. Just? Oh, that's offensive apparently. Are you mocking the management profession? No. I didn't mean it like that. Yeah. Hajime, you don't know anything. All roads lead to managers. If you yearn to master something, you will naturally need a manager's help. Countless records in this world would not exist without managers. The bond within a top-notch athlete and their manager is one that cannot be severed. Bond. Until now, I've been with various athletes. Looking back, They were all splendid athletes. Had a major baseball player who got an offer to join major leagues while he was still in middle school. A figure skater who performed 6.5 spins. That's crazy. And a tennis player who managed to win a 36-hour long match. That's crazy. They were all people who surpassed me. Do people like that really exist?
Sheesh.
Now that you understand, don't mock managers. As long as you never do that, I'll lead you to victory, no matter the match. I am not much of a sports guy, but bro's got a lot of confidence. And I can understand how proud he must be to be a team manager. Just as I thought, Nekomaru's an amazing guy. Did you just praise me in your heart? Oh my god, bro knows telepathy. Bro can read our minds. How do you know?
Hold on.
When you and I faced each other like this, we are one in both body and mind. Oh my god. I can easily see what you're thinking. Can we stop looking at this guy? Please? There's nothing to be embarrassed about. I'm used to being showered with praise. I'm so popular that there are teams all over the place fighting over me. That's crazy in so many ways, but there's no denying that he's an amazing guy. I feel like I got to know Nekomaru a little better. Nekomaru's report card has been updated based on your experience with him. After listening to Nekomaru's talk about his heroic escapades for a while, I went back to my cottage. It's nighttime. But also, like, I would just like to talk about briefly what Nekomaru said, right, about athletes and managers. Or Zoto is fine. Probably the most boring match in history. Yeah, that's like a boring ass tennis match. Imagine watching 36 hours of nothing but a tennis rally. If I ever use like a term that like you guys don't understand, please do like ask about it. I did study sports for a while, so like I do get Nekomaru. I do understand. And like how do I put this? How do I put this in a way that is understandable? Okay, as to whether there exists an athlete that can do like a figure skater who can do 6.5 spins, or like a tennis player who plays a 36-hour rally. Okay, it's fictional, right? I don't think they exist, because even like quadruple spins for a figure skater put like an enormous amount of G-force stress on the athlete. They've got to specifically train for the centrifugal force that comes from just doing a quadruple spins. It's also really taxing on their ankles, and like figure skaters not only get like ankle injuries, they also go blind. They can go blind, or they can get like a certain degree of blindness just because like of the light reflecting off the eyes and how fast they're going. What's considered the fastest racket-based sport? I would say that squash is a good contender. Mainly because squash is, you play it in a room, right, where it's indoors. It's room locked. and the ball is tiny. It's like it's the ball is the size of like 2 phalanges. That means two sections of your finger. So, and it's a small black rubber ball. It's really hard. Like, you could hit someone with it and bruise them. And this ball is like constantly bouncing around in such a small space that it gathers a lot of speed. And you do want to be fast or like powerful, so that the ball is fast and the opponent is more likely to miss the ball in such an enclosed space, giving you the point. So I would say squash is a good contender for fastest, or like one of the faster racquetball sports. But back to what Nekomaru was saying, like team manager, right? Or even just a manager and a coach. So what Nekomaru is saying is true. Like, but he also encompasses the duty of a coach in addition to managers, because naturally for some teams, especially like famous large size teams like the football teams, La Liga, or like usually football, basketball, these kinds of team sports, they've got a coach and they've got a manager. The roles are split. The manager is responsible for the team's well-being. Like, a manager takes them places, books their air ticket, makes sure like they've got water, they've got this, they've got that. The coach is the one who trains their physical well-being, their mental endurance. The coach handles everything to do with the sport, with the competition, and the manager handles everything else. From what Nekomaru is implying, though, he's doing the job of a coach, so I don't know why he's called the manager, but just to make it clear, he's doing the job of a coach. So he handles like their physical well-being, their mental well-being, how well they perform in the sport, which is shown when he was like telling Akane, like, you've got such a good body, but you're not using it. It's true, maybe he's both, but like just based on his explanation, he was explaining more about the coach. Because anyone can say, okay, you've got a match in Spain, I'm gonna book your air tickets. Anyone can do that. As long as you're like financially responsible. But if you're gonna say like, okay guys, buckle up, settle in, get in gear, pep talk. Focus on winning. Focus on, don't bother with the defense. Our defense is we attack. We go, we push them. That takes a different kind of person and a different kind of skill set. There's gotta be trust between the athlete and the coach. Generally, the longer term, the better. And they've got to be like a good fit for each other, because different coaches have different coaching styles. Some athletes like to be pushed. Some athletes can't be scolded. It's the same for like the educational field, like teachers and students, tutors and students. But he's ultimate. I agree with Kiri on this point. He could play the role of both because, like as you say, he is the ultimate team manager. So one person fulfill all those roles, just like the figure skater who performed 6.5 rotations. But like in real life, usually the roles are split. So like that's just how it works. And like I do understand, as someone who studied sports before and someone who has worked with athletes before, like not professionally. I'm not qualified to do so professionally. Don't ask me to give your favorite team members a pep talk. But like I've seen coaches and like athletes like not work. They just don't gel. And usually like if they don't gel, a professional working relationship is not enough. Because like you would not entrust your mental state to someone you can't trust. You would say, okay. Like if they said, okay, today instead of your leg is injured, instead of training legs, we're gonna train arms. And you could think like, okay, logically that makes sense. But you could also not do it and ignore the coach because you don't trust it. It's like, I know my body better than you. So it's like, it goes both ways. There needs to be trust between the coach and the athlete. You like this lore? Yeah, I'm spilling a lot of lore today. So yeah, now you know. Soleil is actually quite knowledgeable in the area of sport, but Soleil doesn't like Nekomaru that much. Not because Nekomaru is a bad character, it's because I like Komaeda more. Komaeda! Free him! Free him!
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. Emergency! Emergency!
What?
Students, head over to Jabberwock Park as fast as you can!
Oh, it's not nighttime?
Whoever gets there first, I'll treat you to my special-made curry rice tomorrow night!
I don't want to be first. I think I'm gonna get poisoned.
Hurry the F up!
I thought it was the nighttime announcement. Curry rice, huh? Feels like I haven't eaten that in a while. Wait, who'd actually fall for that? I don't know what he's planning this time round. But there's no way I can ignore it. Yeah, cause like, I could die. Let's teleport there, it's faster. Oh no, there are people. You know what? I don't care about people. Let's just teleport there. Oh, there's a vending machine. Yahoo! I'm the first one here. The curry's all mine. What if it's poisoned? She totally took the bait.
Indeed, I wonder what kind of curry it is.
You too?
Hey, hey!
What's the scientific term for when you get hungry after you hear the word curry? It's hungry.
What are you saying?
You guys are fucking stupid. Don't get worked up over something so idiot. Thank you. Thank you, Kuzuryu. Also, oh my god, what's that screen? What's the screen? Hey, where the heck is Monokuma? Get out here.
Thank you for waiting.
Okie dokie, thanks for waiting. Thank you, sort of miracle of.
Oh, shut up, Monokuma. They're all here.
All right!
Hey, Monokuma. I was the first one here. That means I got dibs on the curry.
What are you gonna do?
No need to rush.
No need to rush. I'll properly treat you to my special made Monokuma curry tomorrow night. I predict this chapter death is gonna be Akane, death by poisoning. Monokuma curry?
It's an extremely delicious curry made from unknown meat, wilted vegetables,
And a mysterious brand of rice. We don't have to play Danganronpa anymore. Because literally, this sounds like a recipe for food poisoning. My master said warriors can tough out food poisoning. Please don't try it in real life. Like, you could actually legitimately die. I was a sports athlete, then I got reincarnated as a VTuber. I was not an athlete, but yes. You know what? I think I'll just say it since we're on this topic. Like, I studied sports as my major. So I've got a smattering of knowledge about sport sociology, coaching. I took a coaching module, yeah. Like, I got the theory and practical coaching modules down. I did sociology, history, psychology, counseling, nutrition, more nutrition, and then anatomy. Anatomy was my worst subject, which is also why I'm not like a coach right now, because anatomy is my worst subject. But yeah, I did decently well in everything else. But my best my best subject, like, from when I was I also took a minor, by the way. Like, my minor was in, strictly speaking, education, which was related to coaching. So, oh my god, I'm embarrassed. 恥ずかしい。恥ずかしいです。But like, yeah, so I did a minor in education, and I overloaded on classes. So there's like a specific amount of like core classes, like the main classes, which for me were like sports related, right? And then there were some side classes I could take. And I took like the random classes like arts, musics. I took one physics class for no reason other than I had to take a science that was not related to my major, which meant that both bio and chem were out. I could only choose physics, and like I flunked that one like real bad. I took one advertising class under the business school. I got like straight A's on the music classes. I got an A for like the manga class too. And then on top of those extra classes, I got an A on the creative writing class. Then I took an education minor. So basically my uni life was just like me slogging away. Manga classes, oh okay. You know what? I'll talk a bit about the manga class in a bit. Like after we reach Deadly Life. How about that? Because like I don't want to like sit on this screen and talk. Coach Soleil, my lungs taste like rusted metal, and after I ran for a mile, I'm getting stronger, right? Question number 1. Did you run near a metal like junkyard? If yes, you could be smelling rust. Question number 2. Do you feel like you're about to die? If the answer is yes, go to the hospital immediately. Call an ambulance. Coach number 3, are your legs giving way? Do you feel like you have a headache? Is your head pounding? Did you drink water? Do you have any existing health complications? I'm like a pseudo coach who's bad at anatomy. I'm not a doctor. I can't work miracles. Maybe undiagnosed asthma. You know, that is a possible cause, because usually like if you can taste or smell metal, because the taste and smell like the senses of smell and taste are linked, right? Because they both lead to the same pipe. So if you can taste blood, odds are you can smell blood too, and vice versa. And usually if you can taste blood but it's not strong enough for you to smell, it could be something small like an ulcer or some other like mouth injury. But if it gets to the point where you can smell it in the exhale and you're not running near any bit of blood or metal or any other external factors that may cause you to smell rust, then it's possible that there is something clogged in the pipe, or there is an injury to the pipe, and it is likely not a burst alveoli, which is like it's probably likely not a burst alveoli, just based on the number of alveoli in the body and like the amount of blood you're smelling. But it could also be like, are you a chronic smoker? Because those things do affect. So conclusion, see a doctor. Yeah, like you being a smoker does affect this kind of thing. And like general fitness levels and like health levels also affects things. In the sense that like how do I put this? Okay, so like lots of probable undiagnosed stuff. Okay, like when it comes to undiagnosed stuff, right? You need to be careful. And it depends on like what exactly is undiagnosed, whether it's called like giving you problems. And if so, like how long has it been going on? So like for example, a person who always gets injured, like they always get after running, their ankles always hurt. Then we would look at, has it been like a long-term issue? Does it affect them when playing sports? Like definitely if you've got like long-term ankle issues, that disqualifies you from like intensive sports without major like rest and recuperation, R&R. Because like sports, especially competitive sports, like we're not talking about like, oh, I would like to go out for a jog every weekend. No, we're talking about competition. Competitive sports is actually very taxing, both physically and mentally. I mean, it is a competition. It is something you can get rewards for. It is something that people slave away. They spend hours training. Like, it becomes a part of their life. And what Nekomaru said is true in the sense that athletes, especially competitive athletes, all roads lead to being a coach and or a manager, but usually coaches. Here's the thing. A good athlete does not a good coach make, and vice versa. Because what an athlete need, like they know what they need to excel at the sport. They may not be able to explain it in a way that others understand, and they may not be able to tailor their experience, their advice for a different person. The boys' restroom is a gas chamber. Oh, ew, I get that. I do understand. Let me preface by saying that the reason why I understand this is because while living in communal housing that's called university hostels, someone used the microwave to dry their socks. So, yeah, I avoided the kitchen like the plague. Also, someone used the laundry room to wash their clothes and did not put any detergent in, so the room smelled like old sweat. Chain smokers happened in the stairwells, so I do get it. It's like, bro, it's like walking through hell. You don't even need to be in the stairwell to smell the smoke. Like, just 50 feet away, you could smell it. Because the stairwell is like the only place without like a CCTV. So like, if I ever wanted to like walk down because the lift was like out of service, from 50 feet away, I would breathe in, breathe out, flood my lungs with oxygen, and then sprint. Sprint 50 meters down the stairs, slam, 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 run out, breathe out. Or breathe in. Yeah, like that just how it is. Secondhand, it's like smokers, it's not the first inhalation that's the worst, it's the secondhand smoke that's the worst. But smokers just don't seem to care. Like, I get the science behind the nicotine fix, but like as a non-smoker, I do not support it. Or at least I feel that smokers should be like limited to smoking areas. And like just all around consideration, you know, there's a smoking area right outside the hostel. Why did you have to do it in the stairwell? Like, I have relatives who smoke in the house, and they've got young children living with them. So these children are gonna grow up just living and breathing in secondhand smoke, and they're not gonna know any better because they've been growing up feeding on secondhand smoke. So these children are gonna have lung problems down the line, but the parents won't say anything. Like, the parents won't change, so unfortunate, but that's just how it be. But it's mango flavored. Sure, buddy, you're probably vaping, and that's probably gonna cause you more harm than actually if you just smoked outright. If you smell like fruity flavored or like sweet flavored smoke, get out as fast as you can. That's not smoke, that's vaping, which arguably is worse. Vaping's like more addictive too, because like the smoke is like tastes better. It's got the same amount of bad stuff, if not more, and it tastes good. So like, vaping's addictive. How do I know this? No, I do not vape. It's illegal where I am, and I don't do illegal stuff. But yes, my hero speaks the truth. Please don't cook anything with A, wilted vegetables, B, unknown meat, and C, questionable rice. Like, bro, that's a recipe for food poisoning. It takes skill to make curry nasty. No, it takes skill, luck, and a full stomach pump to survive food poisoning. Do not.
Good instincts.
That is truly a nice line, but it is meaningless. Now, Monokuma, let us hear what your business is. However, you should know that I, the Supreme Overlord, have very little time to spare under— oh my god, Gundam Tanaka.
My 4 dark devas of destruction.
I don't even see 4, I just see 3. Look at that, I only see 3. If this is something foolish, know that I will feed your remains to these beasts. Yeah, 3 dark devas of destruction.
You haven't noticed yet? The reason why I summoned you guys. If you look closely at the park, you should be able to notice.
I don't know why we're still, like, trusting my classmates to be, like, you know, observant, because they've proven that they're not. It's like, right here, darling. What is this?
Isn't this an arcade machine?
Correct.
That's correct.
Thank you for waiting.
So I would like the long-awaited recreation time to begin.
You're gonna tell us to play this game when there's a gamer girl around? Thank you.
Hey, what's the game? What games are on this?
She's totally into it. She's breathing really fast.
I've only prepared one game, but it's truly a gem.
I don't trust that smile.
After all, it's a game that I personally created.
You did?
Then
Then it is not something I could possibly look forward to playing. Girly is smart. Thank you, Sonia. Our one brain cell in this group of 14 classmates.
what the heck?
No, don't compare it to those amateur fan service games.
You know that famous game that everyone's been waiting for a sequel to? Well, I made a brand new game instead.
This is like saying, oh, you know how everyone's looking forward to the next Pokemon game? Here, have a dating sim. Famous game?
I shall now present. Ta-da! The name of the game is Twilight Syndrome Murder Case. What the heck? That's pretty lame.
It's like Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, what you gonna do? Gotta solve that mystery. Scooby-Doo. You're back, Kiri. Hello, period. Hamter. Winner gets the PVZ fusion.
I want to play games about riddle solving professors are collecting cute monsters.
Hiyoko likes Pokemon confirmed.
Stupid! Don't say such silly things. What if we get weighed down by all the quarters?
Twilight Syndrome is an adventure game series. The first one was released in 1996. It's about a group of high school girls who go exploring in order to verify numerous urban legends. The player controls the character like a side-scroller.
Meaningless.
I have no interest in weak things like video games. And I don't even know what a generation a game that old is. Spoken like a true athlete who's got no time for anything else. With your face, I find that hard to believe.
Boring.
But adventure games are boring and tedious to play, right?
This is kind of depressing.
No, this adventure games. Besides, there's a lot of reasons to make one.
No.
Like budget reasons. If that isn't the reason behind everything.
And I was a big fan of the series. I don't know why, but I feel like you've totally tainted the series.
Yeah, don't diss a game in front of a gamer girl.
What are you saying?
Shouldn't you be tainting your face with tears of gratitude? I've cast the spotlight on the neglected title.
And yeah, what's the point of this game? I mean, it's not like you're telling us to play it for fun, right?
Oh, you certainly noticed the good part.
That's right. This game is gonna be your next motive.
Ah, daily life has started.
The motive you need to kill people. After all, I'm gonna get bored if the next Blacken doesn't show up soon.
Why am I not surprised?
Could it be?
This game is the motive?
Actually,
In truth, this game's theme is a missing link. You know, it's a recurring thing for mysteries, right? It's kind of like a hidden connection. What does that mean?
here.
If you're interested, then try playing it.
She's gonna cry.
Hey,
You can't. You gotta say no. It's a trap.
Hey,
If that's the motive, then won't it be okay if we just don't play it? Idealistic soda. That's absolutely right. You're a genius.
Wawa?
You sound. It was like, what? I see. That never occurred to me.
Are you sure about this?
But are you sure you want to do that?
Hey,
Learning the motive means you're gonna be prepared, you know. Humans who are prepared and humans who aren't. I don't have to tell you which is strong and which is weak, right?
you.
He's just threatening you guys. What do you mean?
For example, if someone secretly played it, that person might come and kill you.
Watch out!
In the context of a preemptive strike. That's truly fatal.
hey.
What do you mean? To put it in sports terms, it's like thinking that like in boxing, right? If your opponent ever does like a right-handed punch, boom, 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 and you're prepared, you've got that strong right block, and then they suddenly smack you with the left punch, you'll be like, huh? Huh, what's going on? I thought you only punch with your right hand. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Ow, Oni! I don't want to play Ow, Oni! Don't scare me! You remember this case. Will not spoil. You had mixed feelings. That doesn't bode well for me. You guys are all enemies, you know? Is it really alright for your enemies to have an advantage? He's really playing it up here. If you're gonna just ignore it, then do whatever you like, even if you're fully aware of the situation. Bye-bye! What the heck?
This is bad.
What should we do?
But
Even if you ask me,
There's no way I'll know.
anyway.
Anyway, it would be dangerous to carelessly touch this game. There is no mistaking that.
In fact, the best thing that they should do is like hold a public screening of the game. Then everyone's on equal information level.
You are right. It might be better if we wait and see how this plays out. But wouldn't it be bad if someone secretly played the game while we're waiting? Whoever gets the motive will become the hunter, and the rest of us would be the prey.
That's why I said information equality. They should do a public screening of the game. That's a messed up way to think about it because you're a messed up girl.
What are you saying?
But it's true. It's your loss if you end up dying. All we need to do is kill if we want to win. Shut up, Kuzuryu. I don't want to end up like Byakuya or Teru Teru. After Fuyuhiko spat out those words, we watched him turn and walk away.
Fuyuhiko makes a good point.
Huh?
What are you saying? You really want to krill someone that badly?
It's not like that. I mean, how can you be cautious if you don't even know the motive?
I don't know if I trust Mikan. I'm worried she's using her tears as like a weapon, like crocodile tears, you know what I mean? That might be true, but
Nope.
It doesn't matter.
huh?
Motive or otherwise, it doesn't matter. I won't let another killing happen.
Killing.
I will
I'll
never,
allow it.
ever let another killing happen.
Baby girl, you just put a red flag on yourself. Please don't die. I want free time with you more.
Ahem. Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. It is now 10 p.m. Please return to your rooms and relax. Let the sound of the ocean gently rock you to sleep.
After
Now
dropping
then,
that bomb on
sweet
us?
dreams, everyone.
Bro, Monokuma's fucked in the head. It's already that time, huh? It's better if we just break for today. It's true. I'll try to think about it tonight more carefully. The correct thing for me to do. But regardless, I will never krill anyone. I mean, it's impossible. I don't think I trust her anymore.
Me too. It's definitely impossible.
After learning just how much she likes needles, like, I can never look at her in the same way again.
For now.
Then we should turn in for today. I'll see you all tomorrow. Burdened by uneasy thoughts, we all went back to our respective cottages. But still, that was totally unexpected. I can't believe she actually said something like that so forcefully. My baby girl got character development. I would never ever let another killing happen. She's probably dealing with all this in her own way, but
Sleepy.
I feel sleepy. I should go back too.
I can't read her at all. Yeah, even after free timing with her a few times. Motive to krill, huh? Is doing nothing at all correct? Or is trying to stop it from happening while being aware of the danger correct? There's no way I'd understand something like that because I'm a normal human being. In this messed up world, there's no way I can know what's right.
This is troubling.
You don't know how tough it is to be successful. I'm so jealous of people who aren't successful and don't have anything. The biggest obstacle to challenge new things is definitely your past successes. Those always hold me back all the time. I'm so jealous of people who don't have anything. People with no expectations sure are happy. I mean, they can do anything they want without worrying about anything.
That's all from Monokuma Theater.
Man, being successful is tough.
Bro, I can't relate. I can't relate.
It's morning.
Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. Good morning, everyone. Look now then. Let's show some enthusiasm and
I think it's gonna be free time events still. Should go to the restaurant. Yes. As if by habit I left my cottage. And I just so happened to bump into a certain someone. And I think we're gonna stop here. Just for like shits and giggles. We're gonna stop here just for shits and giggles. So we'll find out who is the certain someone we meet next time. And the reason why we're stopping here is so that I can talk about the manga mod. I remember I'm supposed to talk about it. Soleil learned cliffhanger. Yeah. Soleil used cliffhanger. It's super effective. She raised death flags by repeating Byakuya's words. Yes! Yes, my best girl raised some death flags. I can't look at Mikan the same way after knowing that she loves needles. Like, bro, that's such a red flag. Monokuma is just suffering from questionable success. Every time the bell, I think of FNAF 6 AM, please. Oh my god, no, I'm never playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Soleil is a Pokemon. You know what? Yeah, you can design a Pokemon form for me and like post it on Twitter and like tag me or something. Like, I would love to see it. But yeah, Solar, more Solar, Soleil lore, Solar, Solar, Slami, Slor, more Soleil lore. So there was a manga mod that was offered in my university. Soleil is a Pokemon, but her avatar theory is wild. Little did you know, I'm actually just like a giant Pokemon, or like 3 Mews stacked together in a coat. That's Soleil. 3 Mews in a coat. Oh, I know that reference though. I tried to get the waiter's attention by blinking in Morse code. Why are you blinking so much? I've got something in my eye. Here, let me get it out. No thank you, I don't want to die. Bonjour, sir was blinking at me. Is this because your date is a freak? No. Very good, sir, bon appetit. That was such a very funny moment, and it was really popular on the internet. But yes, back to the manga mod. So, how do I put it this way? Okay. So in my university, right, there was it was called a module. Like, it was called a module, but what actually happened was that classes were not fixed in the timetable. So it was actually like it was held not in like an actual classroom. Like, we just went to one of the residential buildings, like the hostels, booked a room in there, and like, yeah. So classes for that so-called manga mod happened at like 8 p.m. at night after the whole day's timetable was over. And we only had only the first lesson was like a drawing lesson. And the rest of the time, the students were supposed to produce a manga. That was the point of the manga mod. Your final product should be a manga. And I went into this module, right? Because I have an interest in art. Like, I think you guys can see that I have an interest in art, considering I drew my own VTuber model and like my schedule and my layout, like everything. But yeah, so I went in and the professor was like, okay, so we're gonna divide this thing into roles, and like we're gonna have like manga artists, we're gonna have script writers, we're gonna have typesetters, we're gonna have I was like, okay, cool. I've got a drawing tablet. This was back when I was using Paint 2 Sai. Currently I'm using Clip Studio Paint, but like the old versions, cause like I'm too lazy to pay them more money to upgrade my Clip Studio. But like, yeah, so I was like, okay, I've got Paint 2 Sai, so I don't. And the professor was like, oh, don't worry, darling, it's okay. I've got professional drawing tablets with Clip Studio. I was like, beautiful. I love that. And I wanted to check out, like, am I allowed to produce a manga on my own, because that would be absolutely bomb. And I've got like ideas. The professor said no. Like, you've got to work in groups, but don't worry, it'll only be a group of like 4 people, 5 people at most. Or like, 6 people at most, because there were 12 people who were interested in the module, including me. So like 2 groups of 6 or 3 groups of 4. That was fine. I was thinking like, yeah, that sounded okay. Also, Reggie, don't worry. Don't worry about not knowing how to draw or like not having time to draw. That's so normal. But like, yeah, so I was thinking like, okay, if it's a group of like 5, 4 or 6 at most, we can still like talk it out, cuz like many cooks spoil the broth. And then it turns out when I went in, instead of having 2 groups or 3 groups, like God forbid, they put all 12 people into one group. And I was like, why would you do this? This is not what you told me. Like, I was like very betrayed and very unhappy. Because like, it's already difficult enough trying to like exercise creative control as a group of more than 4 people. And now I have to fight a group of 12. 11 other people, because I'm one of the 12. And I was like so upset about it. I was even more upset when I found out that the reason why it was a group of 12 was because among all 12 people, I was the only one who went into a module that required a manga as the final work, knowing how to draw. I repeat, in the entire group of 12 people, who, knowing everyone knew that the final job, like the final piece of work that had to be handed in, was a manga. And I was the only person who knew how to draw. So I was fuming mad. I went to the professor and I was like, if you can't let me produce my own work individually, I'm gonna leave the course. I'm gonna fucking resign. I'll write to the dean if I have to. They're like, no, you already submitted a reflection, you already attended a lesson, you can't back out now. I was like, do you think this is logical? And the professor in question like produced her own manga before, and I was like, do you think this is fucking logical? A team of 12, I'm the only artist. I have to sketch, I have to line, I have to color. Everything on me. You're not asking for an essay, you're asking for a manga here, professor. I was just like, it's okay, I believe in you. I'll lend the tablets to 2 other group mates. They can line. Lining is easy. I was like, do you hear yourself? Lining is easy? Like, what kind of trash are you talking about? Lining is not easy. Sketching is not easy. None of that is easy. it's like, just as an artist, right? If I were to line over somebody else's sketch and our styles happen to like not like gel, if our styles happen to be completely different, it would be a pain for me as a line artist to like line anything, cuz like I can't read. Is there a finished version? Yes. Do I have it? No. And I'll explain why in a little bit. Like, I'm gonna explain it to you guys chronologically, like following the time sequence, so you understand why I don't have the work. I probably have screenshots of it somewhere, but like I'm so triggered and traumatized by it. Like so like art usually comes in a process of 3 stages, right? Sometimes 4. We've got the sketch. So some people like to sketch very cleanly. I'm that type of person. My sketches are usually very clean. It's very easy for other people to line because like I've had people tell me that my sketches, if they don't even need to draw it again, they just need to clean up, erase some parts, and it would be a good line art. So I'm that type of person. There are other people who likes like to add a lot of things into their sketch. They don't necessarily erase all the extra lines, and they themselves know what lines they want. But when it's translated and given to another person, it becomes difficult to read. And I'm not saying that this way of doing things is bad. It's just their way of doing it. But it's not my way of doing it. So like it was extremely painful for me because you know what? I think it would I don't remember where the pictures were. I need to go look for them. But I remembered I was like really triggered about this. Like I was fuming mad and crying. Is it in this chat? I've got to go back like literal years for this. Literal years. It's so difficult. I've got to go back years. I've got to scroll through years of images that I don't have. Nan desu ka? Oh, okay, while I look at it, I'll continue explaining, right? So anyway, the professor was like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll lend my tablet out. You'll have support. Your group mates have promised to support you." And I was thinking eternally, bullshit. Complete and utter bullshit. You don't expect good drawing work from people who go into a manga producing mod and telling you, "Professor, I don't know how to draw. Is this okay? Can I produce a manga?" Yeah, it'll be okay if you produce something on the level of Gudetama. But they want to produce something on the level of... That was the other thing that I was really angry about. Also here, hang on, let me insert a media file. This is an example of my sketch. Where is it? Hang on. How do I add this in? You mostly do traditional art. Ooh. I switched to digital art and I never went back. Traditional, power to you. Power to you for using traditional art. This is an example of how I sketch. Like, I don't know whether you can see this, but do you see how clean this is? Like, yeah, there's some gaps. There's like a gap in like the fingers, and like there's some holes, and it's too thin overall. It's really difficult for people to select when coloring my work. So like there's definitely problems. This is a sketch. This is literally sketching. Like, so we'll leave this here. This is a sketch, mind you. So of course I did this like 6 years ago. So like it takes a while. It takes a while. Like, yeah, it takes me a very long time to sketch because I like my stuff clean. Very clean. Right? As I'm sure you can tell. And what I got from them is like the equivalent, their so-called sketch that they submitted to me, right? It's literally, they were like, oh, okay, it's fine, we can support you, babe, it's fine. I was like, don't call me babe, you're not my friend, you're not my whoever. I am fucking pissed at all of you because they, like, so after the professor betrayed me by telling me that, no, you can't leave, they have a meeting with the professor without me. And then they tell the professor they want to do a 15-volume manga by the end of the semester. That's happening in like 11 weeks. On top of exams. And they only have one artist, that is me. They want to do 15 volumes. 15 volumes. I was crying. Like I was so mad and stressed that I literally made hell happen. I broke into like I didn't break into the dean's office, but I went banging on the door and like begging for help. Oh, I did not get help. I did not get help. I was just told I had to suck it up and put up with it because I like they already entered my name into some system and I couldn't leave. That was all the help I got, which like, yeah, they were like, suck it up. Because everybody's got bad group mates. I was like, this is not even a bad group mate. They are literally giving impossible requirements. They didn't consult this. Anyone with a brain knows it's impossible to do 15 volumes. It's not even 15 chapters. It's 15 volumes. And I was like, oh my god, I am suffering. I am crying, I am spitting out blood, I am dying. And it was like, bro, I could have like actually tried to slap people. I'm not finding my screenshots of that module. I don't see them. Where are they? What? Don't tell me Discord ate them. Don't tell me Discord ate them. But yeah, so it was essentially I was trapped in a group that like had unrealistic expectations, and not just unrealistic expectations but also were like crazy people, literally just crazy people in general. I'm gonna turn off this word because I'm embarrassed. Okay, so okay. I really need to go find those works. If works can even be like considered like how to describe them. I don't know if I can use the word works to describe them even actually. Like I don't even know where they are. It's been buried for years. And like I have too much media on my social media files to go through them one by one. It's really difficult. Help. I've got too many media files. Okay, wait, let me just shoot back a couple of years and hope that we chance upon it. Pray that we chance upon it. Was it during my 魔道祖师 years? Could be. But while we're on this topic, like, so of course, like, I go, like, the dean tells me to go to the professor directly because this has nothing to do with, like, the dean, you know, who is not the professor in charge of the manga module. And I go to the professor on the manga module because, like, you know, the dean advised it. And then the professor on the manga module was like, oh, so the group doesn't consult you? And I was, like, trying not to, like, grab them and shake them because, like, as someone who has published a manga, you would think that they would know that it's impossible for one artist to produce 15 volumes of manga in like 12 weeks, along with literally everything, schools, exams. Like, you would think that they know better, but apparently they don't. So they were like, oh, it's okay, I'll talk to your group. Your group has promised to help you. Your group has said that they will sketch for you. Or like they will do the placement for you. So all you got to do is sketch. They'll line art for you. Which is really questionable, by the way, considering that all of them have got no art. They're like, oh, they'll apply tones for you. I'll lend them the expensive paid version. The professor published a manga before. The professor is a published mangaka. They have manga. That's why they are the professor in charge of the manga module, because they have published a manga before. Which was like crazy because you would think that someone who has, like, a professor who has published a manga before would know better than to make a group of 12 people where 11 of them do nothing and there's only one artist and expect them to make a coherent project. Right? But apparently the professor did not see it that way. That's one. Oh my god, I'm not seeing the screenshots. The Telegram just wiped them out from existence because they were so torturing. The Discord eat them because like it was like physical and mental torture. What happened to my screenshots? What's going on? I'm not seeing them. I'm not finding them. What the heck? Where are they even? Okay. Since Discord and Telegram are not allowing me to find anything, I am going to show you, using my beloved Clip Studio, basically how it went. You researched a bit and found out Might have to call you Majesty with that new crown thing. Yeah, it's just chat. If you chat, you get EXP. And if you get EXP, you get to sit on the crown leaderboard, but only people over 18 can participate. Also, let me open my clip studio. And you all can judge for yourself. Uh, ちょっと待ってください. Window capture. Clip studio. なんではーい OK OK okay, I'm gonna have to hide chat for a little bit. Don't worry, I still love you guys. I just want to like make myself visible. Yeah. Hi. And let me shrink myself too while I'm at it. Yeah, I'm too big. Okay, let me just sit here. Okay. Hi. So you're 1 year off. You should learn Clip Studio instead of Ibis Paint. Up to you, honestly. Artstream win. Ibis Paint is free. The good news is that Ibis Paint is free. Clip Studio is not. But okay, like yeah. So so like there's a manga panel, right? Like maybe the manga panel looks something like this. Oh wait, sorry, I got it wrong. I distinctly remember one page being like this. Like this is, let's pretend this is one manga page, right? And I distinctly remember this is the sketch they gave me. Okay, I'm gonna make this bigger so y'all can see. This is what they gave me to work with. This is their sketch. So, like, yeah, you missed the Danganronpa section. Like I mentioned halfway along that I took a manga mod in school, and Reggie wanted to find out more, so I'm explaining it now. Is there a webtoon panel? Yes, there is. Which is why I was so very annoyed, because Clip Studio, the version that the professor lent them was like the paid professional version. So they could have used the manga template frame to make a template. But they didn't. They just grabbed a random page and like drew a line across it and expected me to interpret this. And like, what is this nonsense? I don't understand this. And I'm being really generous here. I'll say it again. I'm being really generous here in drawing these because what they gave me actually looked more like this. This is closer to what they gave me. This is closer to what they gave me, and I believe I am justified in calling it a sack of shit. I believe I am justified. So like you can already see the difference in the quality of the sketch. That's thing number one. Right, so at least you can like kind of vaguely understand what I'm drawing here. And the plot. Oh God, the plot. Save us, oh merciful Father in heaven. I need saving. Because the plot was Demon Lord Baphomet gets reincarnated. After being betrayed by his closest advisors, he gets reincarnated into a boy called Kevin. Kevin goes to school, where he sees a lot of guys with large eggplants, a lot of girls with large peaches, and he builds a harem, and he takes over the school. That was the plot. What is this page about? Kevin, betrayed by his classmates, decides to summon an evil spirit to help him get revenge. And this evil spirit is none other than the Demon Lord Baphomet. And they specified that the guys needed big eggplants and the girls needed big peaches. And I was like, draw your own ecchi manga. Don't pull me into this. But did I get a say? No, because I was outvoted 11-1. What did everyone do? Nothing. They did nothing. It's just a wish fulfillment fantasy for them.
Why is the guy called Kevin? I don't understand.
Also, hello Zecto Zero Glob. Welcome. I was talking about I am currently talking about a manga module that I took as like in university. And I am regaling I am spreading the horror and the trauma that I received from this module. If you'd like to catch the Danganronpa stream, feel free to like catch the VOD. The whole first part of it is Danganronpa for at least like 1.5 hours. The rest of it is just like my manga module experience. So I was basically sharing that instead of a small group of 4, I was saddled in a group of 12 because there was only one artist in the entire module. That was me. And apparently the professor thought it was okay, instead of closing the class, to just have one artist fight 11 people who can't do anything. They can't even storyboard right. Yeah, 11 people who can't do anything versus one artist. So like naturally, because democracy rules, right? Majority vote, and like guess who gets outvoted? I was not the boss. I was the lackey. So my lovely 11 group mates decided to tell the professor that I, one artist, can finish 15 volumes of manga. Volume is a book, by the way, and per volume there are 5 chapters. You can count 15 times 5. That's the number of chapters, plus multiply that by 10 pages per chapter. So that's the amount of work they put on me, told the professor that I could do without consulting me. And thank you for the sub, Zacto Zero Glob. If you'd like to hear more about Solor, just like let me know. I am very happy to spill the tea. But yeah, so they for people who don't math, because you're all my lovely little subscribers and chats, and I love you all. 15 times 5. That's 25. 1 times 5 plus 2 is 7. Multiply that by 10, you get 750. Oops. There. They told the professor I could do 750 pages in about 12 weeks. Excluding 2 weeks. Like, I take away 2 weeks for exams, okay? I'll pretend that they're nice people. Nice enough to remember that I am actually a student and I have exams. 750 divided by 12. 75, 12, 7, 14. Nope, too much. I need to take 75 out. So 12 multiplied by 6. I think it's by 6 here. So 12 plus 6, 2, 2, 1, 6, 7, 72, 30. 30 divided by 12. I've got 2, which is 24. 6. Point, decimal point here. 605. 60. Leaving me with 0. So effectively, I have to do 62.5 pages per day. No, per week. Which translates to 62.5 divided by 7. 62, 7, 14, blah. What's 6 times 7? 6 times 7, 48. 7 times 7, 49. 8 times 7, 56. That's probably the closest. 9 times 7, 63. Yeah. So, 9 times 7, it's actually 8, 56. 1. No, not 1. 6.5. 6.5 divided by 7, 65. I think it's 9, 63.2. Okay. So it's about 8.6 pages per day. And like, I'm sorry to say this, but even full-time manga artists don't do 8.6 pages per day. Or if they do, they've got like supports. They've got people to draw backgrounds for them. They've got people to do sketching. Not sketching. They've got people to do lining for them. Backgrounds, tones, paneling. They've got people to do all that for them. I'm alone. I'm working alone. Which is like hella crazy. So yeah, the professor actually told me to just like suck it up. The TLDR, too long don't read, of what they told me was people get bad groups in uni all the time. Treat it like you're entering the workforce. Just suck it up. Yeah, you can turn it off. I'm not, it has to be an individual thing. Like, I cannot turn it off for you. It has to be on your private account. So, you can go to Google it. There's a way. But yeah, this is the story of my villain arc, I guess. Like, treat it as a manga artist slave. Now I rise in rebellion and become a VTuber. No, I'm joking. But yeah, so like, they told the professor I could do this much, and the professor did not think that it was unnatural. The professor, as someone who has published her own manga book, did not find this unnatural at all. And I was like, you sure you don't think it's unnatural, professor? I am a student who has to take exams. Like, I have to take exams. What's going on? And then she was like, oh, just discuss it with your group. Don't worry. Your 11 group mates said that they will help you. And I'm like, you sure about that? You sure about that, brother? 'Cause I don't trust you. and I don't trust them. And so what happened was that they produced a sketch that looked like this with Parkinson's, right? And then I naturally I had to turn it manga style, and I was really proud of it, but I can't seem to find the work. So basically I was like, oh, okay, ignore my very ugly, very messy sketch. I'm sorry. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's make, okay, fine. Like I'm outvoted, so let's make hot anime guys. But I refuse to draw the peaches and the whatchamacallit, the peaches and the like the eggplants. Like I'm not doing that. And I was like, oh, okay, hot anime guy, generic hot anime guy number 1. Okay, like, okay, naturally I drew it better than this, don't judge me, like, I don't remember what they look like. I was like, oh yeah, school uniform, okay, then they were like, I'll design a school uniform. I was like, great, that would help me so much. And then nobody designed the school uniform, so I was left doing it. But what did I expect from them, right? Like, there's no point in expecting better. Like, I knew they were, like, traitors. Like, I knew it. Like tie clip just for sexiness, I don't know. He probably needs more hair to look good. But like, so generic anime guy 1, 2, 3, and just like pretend I draw like a bunch more guys. Then I add dialogue bubbles by myself. Then like, and then I had to draw the borderline. Then I was like, what is this supposed to be? They're like, oh, it's a ritual circle. I was like, oh, okay, good. It's a ritual circle. Next time, tell me this thing in advance so I know what it looks like and what it's supposed to be. They're like, oh, isn't it very clear? I was like, no, it looks like a pile of shit. And they were like, oh, haha, you're so funny. And I'm like, I wish I was being funny, man. So like, okay, naturally I do the circle. I try to like make it such that it's a circle on the floor instead of flying in the sky. So like I make it a circle on the floor. My clip studio is like not working anymore. I draw candles, I add wax. Then I draw like 6 different candles. Like, so just pretend there are like 6 candles, right? 4, 5, 6. And then instead of drawing some guy dead on the floor, I draw a guy who's like, oh my god, I've lost my art skills. I don't remember what I did here. Like, I give him long hair because, like, he's supposed to be emo, right? And, like, a hood. Then he's, like, the legs are here. Then he's, like, bent over. And because, like, they want something dark, right? So the knife is, like... I took out the knife because it was, like, too violent. And, like... the guy was like drawing something on the floor. Something like that. And so basically like I turn whatever stickman they have. I turn the stickman into like a full blown manga panel, right? Let me get rid of the math layer. No, I don't want to save. Teachers when the students can't do something they mastered for several. So lay the evil sun goddess in the gang. Raise the sun. Okay, so I actually have like mascot ideas. I will post it together with my lore video when it's done. But I am drawing everything myself. So I beg of you all, please have a bit of patience. But I promise I will get it done. Also, full on visual novel game. Hit me up, brother. I do art. EXO also can do art. And I also write lore because I also did a creative writing module. And I'm very proud to say I got straight A's. And guess what? Guess what my final project for the creative writing class was? Let's create a Discord group. Maybe after my, like, you guys can make a Discord group. I'm okay with that. I'm very happy with that. Like, I'm very happy to inspire people. But also, let me just say this, okay? So for my creative writing module, I had to submit 3 works. The first one was a poem. Instead of submitting 1, I submitted 3. The second one was a, like, full blown out fictional work. I wrote a story. Or like the first chapter of a story, and the professor was like, if you're not making it into a book, this is criminal. I was like, thank you. It's not gonna be a book. And the third thing I submitted to the professor was a manga. I'm sure I have that manga somewhere. I'm like 90% sure I have that manga page somewhere. I just need to find it, that's all. But also, before I go and actually dig up that manga page, right? So you've seen that I basically did a quick lousy ass sketch of transforming their stickman into a manga. And then they were like, oh yes, we'll line it for you. They didn't line it properly. It looked like they had Parkinson's. So the line ended up looking something like this. And I'll change the color of my line just so you guys can like truly experience this for yourself. The lines like were like this. Let me draw it on a new layer. This is what the lines ended up looking like, or like in some vague approximation of this. So like, yeah, I had to line it myself. 'Cause it's expected, right? Like, you wouldn't submit this as your final work, right? So I lined. In true Soleil fashion, I only ever draw clean lines. So I was like, yeah, okay, give him some sideburns. Boom, Beyblade hair. Like, oh, let's make him hot. And then, like, I clean up after myself, right? So I clean up the lines. And then I was like, oh yeah, he's a dude. Let's not forget to give him ears. Like, oh yes, neckline. And then I basically do all the work here. And cause they line like they've all got old people hands. And I do my job, because like I can't get out of it. I might as well just do my job, get my grades, and like fuck off. And nobody designed the uniforms for me, even though they said they would do it. So like, screw them. But so I line. A line, right? In true Soleil fashion, I only ever draw clean lines. So I line. And let's pretend that I have lined the whole page. So, and then I tell them like, okay, I've done the sketching and the lining. Can someone please add color? And then I was like, okay, I know you've got Clip Studio. I've lined it for you. I'm gonna export it as a PNG with no background. All you have to do is add color below the lines. You should do an art stream. Would be entertaining to watch. I can consider it. No problem. I can consider it for you guys. But like, so I said add the color below the lines. What does this mean? Right? So color. Here's the thing. When you color above lines, it ends up looking like this. Which like defeats the purpose of the line, right? Cause you can't see the line anymore. Exactly, look, wrong layer. Like, it's so instinctive. You know something's wrong. Like, unless you are painting, there's no reason why you should paint above the, like, unless you're painting, there's no good reason why you should be coloring above the line. It's like, you know it's wrong. Also, I normally hate using the bucket tool, but I'll use it here for convenience. You always color under the line. And then, like, you know, at most clean up after yourself. It's not that hard. And I do specify. I'm like, please color under the line. Alright, so even if you don't erase properly, like, as long as it's like 90% perfect, it's good enough. Like, you can see I missed a few spots here and there, but does it matter? Not really, because, like, no one's gonna be able to see it when you zoom it out to a page about this small. Like, this is okay. I can color the skin tone too, and like, I need pen pressure for this. Yeah, I turned off pen pressure for another project. So like, so much easier with pen pressure. Like, basically, this is what people normally do. And like, even if you tell me you've got like 0 art experience, like, I kind of expect you to listen to the artist when the artist is telling you to color below the lines, right? That only makes sense, right? Because, like, you know, I'm the only artist here, and like, if you follow my instructions, it'll just be easier for everybody as a whole. But what did they do? They did this. This is what they gave back to me. They're like, look, how did we do? Yeah. Normally I have like multiple layers. Skin, hair, clothes, shadow. Like, it's just like 10,000 layers. Right, but like, this is what they give back to me even after my explicit instruction to color below in the layer below the lines. And to top it off, allow me to move the screen to show you just how fucking horrified I was. Do you see this? Like, any sane person who is doing a group project, I label them with names. Sketch, line, color, sketch 2. Right, like a sane person, I do this. And they give this back to me. Oh, we take this out. So they merge the layers and they give this back to me. Like I think my face right now on screen tells you my emotions at that time. Let me switch back to my inner peace phase. And yeah, it gets worse. It gets worse. And then they decided to be extra helpful. So they use this thing called the airbrush. And then they start doing this. They're like, yeah. Then, oh, we need a blend. They're like, yeah. Oh, his clothes need some blending. Here, we'll blend for you. We'll add the shadows on the clothes for you. Here. So you've got like 2 spots here, right? There, yeah, here. And oh, there's light coming this way because like I drew a translucent light arrow just to show them where light is coming from. And they're like, oh, there's light arrow. Okay. Light, here, have some light. Oh, it's not light enough. Here, have some light. That's what they did. Sensing major PTSD from you right now. Yeah. It was very PTSD. I was crying. I was dying. Why did you burn him up? I was like literally sobbing my poor little heart out. I was like in full breakdown mode. I was like, I didn't say anything when you told the professor I could do 750 chapters in like 12 weeks. It's like I didn't scream when you gave me a poorly disguised hentai fantasy of yours disguised as a final project for a manga mod that you're not even gonna participate in other than giving me a hentai script that I need to adapt because it's not safe for work and doesn't follow project guidelines. This was like this was the last straw. I was like, have you read a single manga book? They were like, no. That was like, I blew up at them. In the we booked a room in the library for this. Like, I had to book the room in the library for this and like grab them all. I blew up at them. I'm like, if you don't read a manga, why are you here? Why are you in this class? Do you know what the final product is supposed to be? We're supposed to turn in a manga. Does this look like a manga to you? No, it looks like trash. It doesn't even look like hot trash. It looks like a pathetic, sad piece of feces that even flies would pass by because it's too ugly for them. They all agreed. It was a unanimous decision to work on the hentai script poorly disguised as a manga. And they just trusted whoever said they could help me with art without even checking to see whether anyone has read manga before. They probably only ever read ecchi, let's be real. Like, they thought this was okay for a university level project. I do not understand. To this day, I still do not understand why they wanted to join this module. Because from the very first time we met the professor, it was explicitly stated, if you are in here for an easy A, get out. This class is only for people who are trying to produce a manga. You want to become a publisher, a mangaka. But to this effect, I must also blame the professor, because the professor's introduction was misleading. The professor said, as long as, like, you don't have to draw to become a mangaka. Which is a freaking lie. Because the professor implied that as long as you can write a good story, you can be, like, you can contribute to this class. Which is true. But not when there are 11 people writing a hentai fantasy and one person drawing it. Like that, this whole class was not okay. Also, Kiri, if I ever find the actual work, I will show it on stream for everybody to see. So clearly, like, after this fiasco, and I couldn't even save my work because they merged all the layers, right? So naturally, the poor little me had to redraw everything. Like, that they touched. And I did, because it's for a final work, and I don't want that to be my grade. And then, shit hit the fan. Up until this point, shit hasn't hit the fan yet, and this is really sad. The fact that shit hasn't hit the fan yet is depressing. Again, friendly reminder, the plot is about Kevin summoning an evil spirit to get revenge on his classmates, and Demon Lord Baphomet possesses Kevin's body in a school full of walking boobs and ass and dicks. And Kevin gets a harem and rules the school. Alright, that's the plot. And then I get so mad, I tell them, I'm taking 3 weeks a break because I need to study for exams, and you should be too. And at this point, we've had like barely 2 pages produced thanks to their glorious contributions. And they were like, oh, it's okay. This guy has volunteered to step up. He says he knows art. And this guy turns in a work that actually looks amazing. I'll say it again. He turns in a work that looks amazing. And the rough sketch of it was like 30. Okay. Do I have pen pressure on? I do. Let me turn it off for my sanity, cuz I can't see this. So like there's a table. There's a window complete with curtains, aesthetically flying. There's petals everywhere. And there's a guy. And there's a guy here. I'm sorry for my ugly sketch. I don't really have the ability to draw quite as well as this. His arms are here, like they're crossed arms, and he's got like really beautiful anime hair, like the small cut. And I was like thinking, and like the best part is that there were like other desks, all like proportionate, and like multiple desks. In the background, there was a blackboard. There was basically, it was a full out beautiful picture, beautiful setting. It's leagues above what I could produce. Leagues above anything I can produce. Right, and I remember asking him, like, if you can draw like this, you should have told the professor. Like, it would have saved us so much energy. So much time and effort. We could have split into 2 smaller groups. It would have saved us 10 weeks of work. And it was like, oh, no, I copied this. I was like, what? You what? Say that again. I think I'm going deaf. And he was like, I copied this. And he pulls out his phone. He shows me a screenshot from a manga. Full-blown toner, ink, everything. A school life manga. And it's exactly the same. Right down to a difference of the mouth, which changed from 2 lines to 1 line. Basically, he changed the mouth from 2 lines, he made it 1 line. Again, he changed it from 2 lines to 1 line. And he submitted this to the professor without telling anybody. Is this why I hate horror? The work itself was not horror. And I just don't like horror in general because I'm easily scared. But like, this definitely had something to do with it, definitely, without a doubt. But yeah, so he basically admitted to plagiarism. So me being an artist, I went to find the actual manga. I went to grab this page from his, like, from our group's Google Drive. Like yeah, okay, like if you were to copy or trace for your own personal use, like, you're just correct if you're saying that, okay, I want to learn proportions from this photo, this person's drawing, like, I think that's fine. Like, if you say, oh, this guy drew this OC in a really cool manner, I'm gonna draw my OC in this same manner, I think that's, you credit that person. And you don't claim that it's yours. And you sure as hell don't submit it as academic work. Right? So I grab the screenshots. I get the manga link. I screenshot everything. And I send it to the professor. And I'm like, Professor, I know that this is a group effort. And I know that my grade is gonna tank because of this, but I have to tell you, he admitted to plagiarism. Like, I don't have the voice recordings, but like, I heard it. I am an eyewitness. I saw it, and here is my evidence. And the professor said, oh, don't worry, I expected of you guys. After all, you're novices. Like, the fact that you can trace is really very smart. Like, the fact that you can trace is already very smart. What? I was like, am I hearing this right? Is this coming from a professor? I decided at this point, like, I would SU the mod. So at SU, let me write that down. Yatta. SU. So like I decided to SU the mod. What SU does is that it changes your mod from a numerical grade, like your grades for the module. It changes from a numerical score, like for example, normal grades 75 out of 100 roughly translates to about I think it's a B, which is 4.0 GPA. Right? SU option looks at your 75 out of 100, cancels it, gives you a pass. No GPA. There, I just wrote it down, don't worry. There's a little bit of a stream lag. So an SU option, right? This is an option to exercise. Optional. So like I get 4 chances to SU a module that cannot be my core. Like so like I was taking sports, right? So I can't SU any of my sports modules, which I think is fair. Right? Because like I'm studying sports. You're here to look at my sports grades. You're not here to look at my art grades. So I knew I was going to get an A on this project. Like it was so obvious. I was the only artist. Like they wouldn't be able to hand in shit without me. But the teacher like ignored my plagiarism. Like my whistleblowing of the plagiarism. And so I decided, even if this professor gives me a straight A 5.0 perfect GPA, I'm not taking it. I don't want a grade that's built on plagiarism. So I SU'd the model. I did my work. I did whatever they asked of me, but I quietly SU'd the class. So whatever grade I got, like whatever, as long as there's no way she's gonna fail me. And honestly, I'd say even if I fail, like I'll take the repeat. Because I don't want a grade that's built on plagiarism of other people's work. And so naturally the professor can see this in the back end, right? I mean, they're the professors. They can tell who SU'd the class. And she came to speak to me about this. And she was like, oh, is this because we're putting too much stress on you? Are you having too much work as the only artist? And like that's proof they know what's going on. It was a calculated decision to not turn one of those louds away and have only one artist in the team. So I told her, no. It's not because I'm really stressed. It's not because I've given up. It's because I told you there was plagiarism happening and you closed 2 eyes. I gave it to her. And she was like, no, I'm sure it's okay. You're sure it's okay? It's 99.9% plagiarism. As an artist, how can you call yourself an artist if you are okay with a 99.9% plagiarism? As a published mangaka, you have published your own manga in at least 2 countries. And you are telling me that you are okay in plagiarism? Is this the value you want to inculcate? Is this the value you want to teach a new generation of manga artists? Is that why you're holding this class? Like, goddamn. Because if that's what she wants, I wanted no part of it. And so D-Day comes. Right? D-Day. Which is like the day of the doing, D-Day. And she returns the manga manuscript to us. Like our work. She grades our work, our finalized manga that we submitted. And she gives us feedback, because that's what professors are for, right? They give you feedback. And what happened in the end, on D-Day, remember this page? The page that was 99% plagiarized? The professor said,
A classmate of yours came to me and told me her concerns.
and there were only like 3 girls, so if that isn't whistleblowing about my identity, I don't know what that is. Wow.
She's like, a classmate of yours came to me and told me her concerns about you all plagiarizing. And I have to say, yeah, this is considered plagiarism, because I went to look at the actual manga that was cited to me, and yeah, it looks almost exactly the same. The next time you do this, please write in the annotation that you copied from XXXX manga.
The next time that you do this, please write in the annotations that you copied from XXXX manga. As a professor, they ratted me out and encouraged plagiarism. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I don't care if you're the most famous manga artist in Singapore, in Japan, and whatever. You're the best biochemical teacher. I don't care. I never want to see hide or hair of you again. Luckily, it was the final day, and I didn't have to see her again. But like, bro, I was so fucking pissed. She came in as a guest lecturer to my college for like one of the bio classes. I skipped that whole lecture. I borrowed notes from someone else. Like, don't do this. This is bad, kids. Don't skip lectures. But like, I was still mad. I was fuming mad at her for this. Like, I spent 14 weeks raging about this, only to have her encourage plagiarism. What's going on? You are an artist. How can you encourage plagiarism? I was like, bro, I was so done. I couldn't take it anymore. So after this whole incident, I've not made another manga. Yeah, the world's not fair. Wait, let me see if I've got the other one I made for my creative writing mod. Like, all hail my creative writing teacher, because he was a saint. He was like, he asked, like, he wanted people to like go creative, right, with their creative writing mods, like their creative multimedia. And I was like, I sent him my plans, which was like a manga page, and then I explained to him that this might not happen after all, because like I suffered from PTSD with this manga teacher. And he was like, okay, I understand if you like feel really uncomfortable touching a subject that you like, a media form that you love, and having like I understand that it must be really traumatizing, blah 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 blah. And like, He was like, if you really want, you can turn it into an animatic or something instead, like a PowerPoint slide. People have done that before. And I was like, okay. But he encouraged me to like keep going with the manga page, even though cause I mean, I like manga a lot. I like reading manga. I like drawing manga art. But like it was just too much, you know what I mean? After this incident. But I did manage in the end. Where is it? Where are my manga pages? Holy cow. It's like non-existent, guys. Discord's been eating all my manga pages secretly. I see individual works, but not my manga pages though. Wait, let me check my Google Drive. Maybe it's there. But yeah, so I did in the end like do not save. And let me move my video tube back up. I did like in the end still produce a manga for my multimedia part, the multimedia part of my creative writing module. Like all hail my professor for that module. He was really good. You're doing your own Discord as your final work in university? Oh, that sounds amazing. It sounds really super cool though. A degree audit. Was it in year 2? Seems like it was in year 2. Sorry guys, give me a hot moment. Gotta like dig up all my trash. I've got too many Atkins diet. Ew. Atkins diet. I've lost too much. What's HW0228? Oh, research survey. Ew. Stats. Ew. I've got like 4 years worth of trash. 3322P. Nope. 3114. Nope. Was it year 4 sem 1? No. Year 4 sem 1, ha. Okay, year 4 sem 1, I took a Japanese music course, and like all hail the professor, I got an A. I loved it. I loved it to bits. It was amazing. Oh no, this is my script. Where is my Where are my pages? What? Is it on this account? Where is my drive? Oh, I was really proud of my manga page, but also it was like really embarrassing. Okay, I've lost the art. I've lost the art. I only have the Unfortunately, I only have the script left. Find My Pager, Slenderman. That's another game I'm never gonna play, by the way, Slenderman. Never. You will never see me play. You just have to take my word for it. I submitted a 3-page manga, chapter 1, to my professor as like the multimedia work. And the professor straight away, God bless his heart, he was like, "Are they gay?" Like meaning my like the top student. It wasn't academy, it was a high school AU thing. So it was like he was referring to like the protagonist and the top student in school. It was like are they gay? And I was like, I don't know what to say this, but I feel like I legally cannot say yes. We are a homophobic country. And he was like, oh, don't worry. I read yaoi. I was like, what? Professor, you did not just drop a bombshell on me like that. All hail my multimedia professor. Truly an icon. But yeah, so like to this day, I'm very happy to say that even though I'm still traumatized by the manga module, like I still draw. I still make art. Don't worry, folks. Yeah. Do I have any more art on my computer? Let me see. I've got a lot actually. It's just like different arts from different times. Yeah, my teacher was a full out Fujoshi. I don't know how I missed it. I was just like really dumb to be missing that. Okay, I don't have it on my computer. It's all hidden away in like my Discord somewhere. Soleil, what's my favorite color? I feel like I'm obligated to say red. It's red. I like wine red, crimson red. This kind of like deep dark saturated shades. Oh yeah, another red enjoyer. You know what? Since you're a red enjoyer, actually, I guess I wouldn't mind giving you guys like a sneak peek of something. Let me see. Where is it? This is gonna be the last one for today, and then I'm gonna knock off. Okay, you've had enough Soleil lore for today. Wait, where is it? Oh my god. Where is it? Help. Where's my work? Oh my god. Okay. Found it. Let me export it because I don't want you guys to see the file. I'm evil. Export. This is still, take note, this is still a rough work. I have not finalized things yet. I think your message about, yeah, it did. It's an auto moderation too. So whatever it was, don't mention it again. We'll be fine. Don't get me banned, please. I still want to stay online. I still want to stay on YouTube. Are you ready? Are you ready to see what I'm gonna show you? If I can find it though. Where is it? Don't tell me I saved it in the wrong file. God damn it, I might have saved it in the wrong file. Give me a hot moment. Save as export PNG. Where did I save it? No, I did save it correctly. Oh, okay, I found it. There we go. Is this gonna be Love in Deep Space Caleb review? No, it's not. Oh, it's a bit large. I gotta shrink it. Excuse me. Soleil is very bad at adjusting canvas sizes. Solar. No, wait. I'm adjusting the size. I'm really bad at adjusting the size. Give me a moment. Don't sue me. Oh my god. Here. I'm sure y'all can tell what this is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, no more. Like I said, it's still in the works. It is still in the works. I'm not gonna confirm anything or deny anything. I'm just gonna say it's still in the works and it's going very slowly because I'm the only one doing art. So that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. It's going very slowly. Yeah, of course. Of course. I've gotta keep my secrets. You've got to let me keep my secrets. It wouldn't be so fun if we spilled everything, right? It's like, imagine I tell you everything today. What fun would that be? What's raw? You roaring now? Naturally, I've got to keep my own little secrets. Especially like if we want to partner with each other for a very long time. So anyway, that's how the world ends with an incomplete visual novel interface. And yeah, that's it. You never get it. You never get anything. Tomorrow the world just ends. What am I gonna fight the sun? Yeah, like an omniscient reader's viewpoint. Kim Dokja and company fights the sun. Okay, before we end off for today, I think I'll just like ask you guys. Would you like me to schedule an art stream sometime in the future? Like, I might not be very good company on an art stream. I might be focused. I might lock in while drawing and I might lock in while drawing and ignore you guys. I might. I don't know how I'll react on an art stream. Cause like I've not done it before. Yes, art stream. Okay. Oh, I'm not a Haja boy. You don't have to give me your soul. But I wouldn't mind if you dropped me a Ko-Fi. I promise, I solemnly swear that I will only use the Ko-Fi to buy things for streaming. I don't know, like don't show my art to your traditional art teacher. Maybe your traditional art teacher will be like, "Oh, this person doesn't draw well." Yeah, the mouse is on the way, I promise. The mouse is on the way. I've got to get used to the mouse though. But yeah. Ooh. Reggie, very loud. Freak, I'm broke. Okay, if the art stream turns out well, if people like the art stream, I can schedule more art streams in the future. I don't mind, but like, we'll do one sometime to test the waters. But also like just as like since we're doing like a really long Zatsu. Oh my god, this Zatsu was like 1.5 hours long. It was just 1.5 hours of me complaining about my PTSD from my manga module. I apologize to anyone who's still watching the VOD at this time. But yeah, while we're on this topic, I also have plans to like cover a few songs. Hopefully with some support from my favorite Blue Cat Mew, I'll be able to cover some songs for you guys with like, you know, properly. Instead of like me just randomly singing "You Are My Sunshine" on stream. Which sword is my favorite? Are there pictures that I'm supposed to see? If no, then I remember doing like research on swords before, so like off the top of my head, right, I think a rapier is very elegant. I also think a bastard sword, which is like a hand and a half sword, is really cool, but I would never use one personally. If I were making like characters, like I think rapier, bastard sword, katana would be cool. And also, scimitar is like a classic. Rapier, katana, Prince Alvi. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I think my love for rapier started when watching RWBY actually. Before that, I was a scimitar girl. Oh, Alvin Prince. Oh, Alvin Prince up. Alright. There's also the katars, which they're like not really considered swords, but they're also like blades. So, not sure where the katar stands on that list. But yeah. Maybe one of these days we'll schedule like a long Zatsu. Like, you can send in like your questions via Twitch. Not via Twitch. Oh my god, why did I say Twitch? I'm tired. You can send in your questions on Twitter and I'll just answer them about lore. Real life lore. Not like Soleil lore. It's like the Pokemon behind Soleil lore. No dual stream just yet because my laptop will not survive. My laptop already crashed when playing Clair Obscur. You want me to dual stream? Like, bro, that's asking for death. But yeah, I've got many thoughts about lore, but I will not share them with you just yet. But if you ever got questions about like sports or like academics, I can probably assist. Up to a certain level, I can probably assist. You ate it, the lore. Alright, no more lore laughing, or like no more solors. No more solors for tonight. We've been online for like 3.5 hours. Soleil is tired. Soleil needs to sleep. Or at least Soleil needs to go play some lads to earn money to bring Caleb home. That's the true lore. Soleil's gonna go grind lads now to make money to bring Caleb home. EP Soleil, yeah. EP Soleil gonna go sleep with Caleb now. Maybe one day I'll play lads live and y'all can watch me scream about Caleb. If you're not sure what's it about, Love and Deep Space recently introduced a sleep function with AR, so you can actually see him see your love interest sleeping on like wherever you want him, and people have used this as an excuse to put them in the weirdest places, such as the trash bin or a frying pan, or like, you know, just imagine making your love interest sleep in the rubbish bin. They've done that. So yeah. People are abusing the AR function now. But yeah. Like, so there's a love interest who's a merman, right? So he's a fish. And they made him sleep on the frying pan, and they're like, he didn't come home, so he's dinner. No, I'm very happy to say that on the current wedding banner, Caleb came home. I mean, I had to threaten him a little bit, and I had to bribe him a little bit. But he came home in the end, and that's what matters. Don't worry, I missed a lot of things on the internet too. Like, also my brain has stopped working. Like, I can't even read anything anymore. Like, it's just a bunch of text blurring together. So I will say goodbye to you now. And I might stream Steins Gate tomorrow, or I might not. I can't confirm. It depends on like how tired I am, because it's currently 2:20 in the morning. Yeah, I wish you all a very good night. Blah. I can't even say my outro right. You know Soleil is tired when Soleil like stops making sense, and Soleil's English starts becoming not English. What's my outro again? Save me. Oh yeah. Oh my god. Oh yeah, outro. I wish everybody a very good morning, good afternoon, or good night wherever you are. Remember to hydrate, rest more, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.